doing that song. I know I love to do that song in praise. During praise, Gaby Gray. No, that is what we do here at the African
on my list when I'm doing a praise in my church, at the House of Christ at church.
Yeah. You know, there is that anointing. The vibe that comes with it. It gets us all dancing in the house of the Lord, and this is what we're also doing here in the African Exclusive.
Yeah.
We welcome you back from those nice, beautiful songs that you've been listening to. It is a Golden Wednesday. That is why we are taking you back to those older songs, and we are proudly sponsored by MTN. MTN is there to tell you that you can still pay your light. Pay your light with MTN and Pepsi. In a weather like this, in Kampala, but you can still take a Pepsi. Just get it. Yes.
But Banange,
I want to remind you all that we are taking back family setups. Tata we are tukange wamwe mwamuisanga mutya.
Ng'omwana mu family.
Weisanga eribazaddebo, which is not happening
there's
today.
Someone that mentioned I was perusing through social media, and someone was saying, we have an urban family and a local family. But what?
Like urban families
Wanji?
and local
Come
families.
again?
By the way, these things are happening. If you go down deep in the villages, they still do those things. Now here in Kampala,
the values need to be instilled into the children.
People are making families like what they watch on TV. That's what they think.
But urban family
is a true family. Where you can share a chair with your dad. A dad had his special seat. You can't sit in it.
You see, me up to now, I'll shock you. That's if you're to get shocked. Up to now, when I meet my mom, even netwera park wakati, as in park, in the middle, I still kneel down and greet her.
Because there is that.
Yes, and we were at some event. By the way, I remember it was my graduation, and people were surprised, like. Me and my brother, came to greet my mom, and we knelt down. And like,
and by the way,
these are the things, the values that are instilled in us as children in our families. And I want to thank God for parents like my mom and other parents like her, that in what people call the local setup of a family, there came out good children that respect the community, respect the leaders, and there we are. We all to do the same when we marry.
These days, back then, how dare you speak when some elder person is talking? Even if it's you that is in the right, you wait for them to finish, then they ask you to explain yourself. That's when you start talking.
You see, even on phone, people when they don't meet physically with their parents, but even on phone, someone can insult their parent.
Just like
on phone.
Just like that.
Physically meetings. The moment you even lift your finger, like a smaller finger like this,
the moment you just think about
or even think about like the moment you just in your mom,
it just stops in your mind.
Dad like this.
Gaby,
that alone qualifies you to have boxed your parent. These days, twin and what should I call it? Like, we always had our plastic glasses.
Not even cups. Glasses, cups. Cups.
Those cups are reserved for you.
For you that stay at home. Now when the guest comes, that's when you pull out that glass. And after washing it, back to the cup.
There's a story that Joshua shared with us here and told us the mom found a brother, and the brother had bought a surf. I remember Safi Mujokira. Safi would have mukapaka kayo. Someone goes ahead and unwraps the kasafi and pours it in the glass. And then the parent comes back and first passes and comes back again and is like, as long as how is he stated? That glass is not for that. It's not for this family.
This house.
But if it is for this family,
you are dead.
You're dead.
That is
You
how.
cry before they even kick your slap
Because
your
you know
you.
it is not in your place to hold that glass and put your mouth
How
on
do
it.
you use that glass? Katika nkubuli ekikino ekintu. We used to have the cupboard that contained glasses, you know, plates.
For those special days.
Nga zibeerawo for special days and even special visitors or mom and dad.
Yes.
Kati gwe oli otya okusowaani ebbumba.
Yay.
Your plastic plate is
there. It is
there.
there waiting for you.
Ekitegeera. Ebeera kulinze kati g'oginoonyaako.
Okimanyi
kibooko.
Twesunganga ennaku enkulu. When a holiday, Christmas, Easter was coming, you were all excited to use that glass. You were all excited to eat on those plates and leave the plastic ones.
Christmas ogenze nawala. Normal days. Olunaku mama lwakweredde ekifi ku sowaani. You just know that you're the favorite in the family.
And everyone will look at you like,
And then your big siblings start hating on you. Era Gaby go daddy ne kakutanda n'akuddiza.
Do those things still happen?
Rarely kati kikino ekiriwo. Nowadays the setup is in these families, the dining is always there, food is put there, you serve yourself, it's self-service. Tolina mama kujjulira biki.
Back then byanyuma.
Awolabira nti empisa zigenda ziggwawo kale mu ngeri emu oba endala nti oli wamala okwesavinga n'okuli alekaawo essowaani. But them days, how could you leave a plate that you've done eating from? Leave it there. Ojireko otya?
Lenga osituka otya ku lujjuliro ng'olujjuliro even if you're done eating.
Osituka otya?
In the setting we were sitting down.
Osituka otya?
Ositukawo otya before they put away those leaves, the banana leaves.
Gogenze wala. The setup was whenever you used to gather as a family, not even gather, every day it was a normal day thingy. Like you're seated to eat. Even when you're done eating, you have to wait for your fellows to finish as well. So you stand up at once and do other stuff.
Yes.
Your mom is still eating mbogo na mungalo ogende ebyawa. But nowadays, even leave your parents on the dining and you just walk and go away, leaving even the plate.
Gaby, there is this one that I can't forget.
Yes.
Edda sebo twalisanga engalo. Naye kati. If food does not have a fork on it.
Tolia.
You won't see me eat. You won't see me eat. Like minyantia mumere.
Do you know that we also have parents that have put the artificial nails. They can no longer kunyega mere the local way.
Munangi.
They
can't. Even back then, when we were cooking, like the matoke, preparing the matoke, you bring it with those banana leaves. Bulungi naye naku zino. Abantu omuntu wakuwa ettooke erinyiga nga lyabadde lyakaveera and you can feel it. Actually the taste is very different.
Yeah.
The cooking has even also changed in a home. Abantu bafumbanga ne batekako emmere endala, they put some sweet potatoes, some cassava, but now if we are eating matoke, it is matoke and not even this pressed matoke. Miramba, you will eat.
Well, we are simply asking what were the norms in your family as a person, as a child, as you were growing up. What were those, some of the characteristics in your family? Without this cannot go on. Kati, without ABCD, this cannot happen. For us in our family, it was a culture that you always wait for your fellows to gather up, you eat, start at once. Totandika kuyanga bano tebanamaliza kunaba mu ngalo batudde.
These days, everyone prays for themselves. Back then, it was one prayer that set you off to start eating. Naye kati, Gaby asaba bibye, nolina asaba bibye, nolina asaba bibye.
Mwemere agirira wayagala ali
n'atasabye naye. By the way, that also.
Yes. Nowadays you have people that children or kids, they will eat from their rooms while playing their games on their phones.
Food is served,
like that.
Put on the dining table, everyone will come and pick. They will go. Tulinga, how can you do that? But
personally, I really feel like we are missing a lot as siblings, as children, as grown-ups, that there's something that is missing in our normal culture setup when it comes to families.
Yes, and as children that are coming, they're not going to be able to see these cultures, these nice things that we used to do. We have to start eating after prayer, like those small things that bring out like those that our kids are going to miss out on all that. They won't see it because I believe, I'm not even believing it, it's just happening that culture is being swept away, which is not good. If you can preserve it in your home and try it to your grandkids and every other person that will be coming,
at some point I feel like if it wasn't of the central, the Buganda kingdom, where we are, twandibadde ebintu bingi byayononekera ddala, but somehow if you get to see like the grown-ups, the leaders, they're trying to promote and make sure that we still have these norms and the culture norms and everything being followed. Tugeza abajapadola abasoga naffe netudane twetereza okitegeera because of that competition. If Buganda is doing this, what about Basoga? What about, so Basogas, there's what they believe as a family it should be, how it should be, how the setup should be. And there's what the Bagandas also believe, there's what the Japadolas also believe, there's what the Acholis also believe. And I think if we continue like that, it will take us back to the discipline of our families and how we should be flowing.
Yes, Gaby, I've also remembered something about the dress codes. Okay. Back then, if a Muganda lady put on their gomas, it was fully a gomas. Nowadays, gomas zanaku zino wansi bitete. It is a gomas up wansi chitete. So I think it's changing all that culture.
Things are changing. But of course, let's not let the today change what we were or who we are, who we are supposed to be as Africans. Set up your fekes galeo when we are so disciplined in our families. Mama ayogera tomuddamu. When your dad speaks, you don't, speak back. You listen and follow what they tell you. Eliso ly'omukulu awaddugala wewala basiri mukulu naye era bazadde baffe batugamba bikulu.
Gaby mukulu era walabye.
Nze abange bajja kiraba. Kiboko onziramu otya. It's been the Golden Wednesday, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Hope you've learned from what we've been discussing on here. We never take it lightly that you get to watch Spirit TV, a place for you. Every day we theme it differently because we want you to be impacted, want you to learn from us as we learn from you as well. On the other hand, this is the African exclusive, and of course we'll be here tomorrow for the Turn Up Thursday. Make sure you don't go away. Keep it Spirit TV, a place for you. From Gaby Gray, I say bye. From Patricia, you say?
I also say bye.
You've been powered by MTN and
Pepsi.
See you tomorrow.
African Exclusive was brought to you by Pepsi.
We're sorting it with MTN Momo. Use the Momo app or dial *165*5# to add call with Momo Advance and pay.